Nilamon ka na ba ng K-drama at gusto mong bisitahin ng mga filming locations nila? Are you a big fan of K-pop and you wanna visit the buildings of the agency ng mga K-pop idols nyo? Perhaps mahilig ka sa Korean food and you wanna taste the authentic Korean food directly in Korea. Or maybe, na-watch mo yung Korea travel vlogs ko and now you're planning to go to Korea as well. But before you go to Korea, you need first to get your Korean visa. So, how do you get a visa? Here's how. Annyeonghaseyo, Family Real. Welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Real, your resident Dory. Nice to meet you. If you haven't joined the Family Real yet, please do click the subscribe button down below and also give this video a like. Today, we are here to discuss how to get a Korean visa for us Filipinos, especially yung mga employed, freelancers, or vloggers like me, and also students. Okay, let's start na agad. First step, book an appointment sa website ng Korean Embassy. Actually, last year, it was so different because may mga accredited na agencies na you have to go to and then sila mag-book na appointment for you and they will submit your requirements on behalf of you. So, to be honest, parang less hassle siya because you just give it to them, sila na bahala, you just pay the agency, and then you're good. But for this year, the embassy changed it up. They have a new memo na they abolished all of the accredited agencies and now you as an applicant will go to the embassy to personally submit your application form and all of the other requirements. So how to book? So go to https://console.mofa.go.kr/n, which is for English, /main.do. So I will include the link sa description below. Then click reservation to visit a diplomatic mission and then enter all the information required for all the fields to log in. For the email address, you'd have to check your email to get the code na send the Korean Embassy in order for you to verify your email. And then sa next page, under Make Reservation, for select a diplomatic mission, select Embassy of the Republic of Korea to the Republic of the Philippines, since we're from the Philippines. For select a consular service, select Visa Individual Application for Tourism, since we're going there for tourism, right? And then for number 3, select the date and time of your visit. Now for this one, it's a bit tricky because according to the embassy's memo, slots will be opened every last Thursday of the month for the next month. Okay, so for example, this month is January. So, slots will be opened on January 26, which is the last Thursday of this month. Ano ba yung mga dates na mga slots na mag-open is for the month of February. And then the slots will open at 9 a.m. So you have to log in perhaps before 9 a.m. sa last Thursday of the month so you can secure an appointment. After picking the date, last is to check the reservations details before you hit the Make Reservation button. So paki-review. Tama ba yung mga details na nilagay mo sa lahat? Tama ba yung mga yon? If you're good to go, then click the button Make Reservation. And then after that, you should receive an email from the Korean Embassy confirming your appointment. And then you're done with booking an appointment. So step 1 is done. Good job. So while waiting for the date of your appointment, time to prepare all of the requirements for the Korea visa. So here are the requirements for the employed, freelancers, or vloggers just like me. First requirement is the application form, okay? So where to find that form? Sa kanilang website din. So you can find the link to download the application form in the description below. Okay, so number 1, personal details. Number 1 is your family name, of course, and then your given names. And for 1.2, walang English dito, so I just left it blank. So di na siya kailangang filapan. And then 1.3 is sex, so male or female. Put a check mark beside it. 1.4 is date of birth. So of course, your birthday. 1.5, your nationality. Filipino ako. Tapos, country of birth for 1.6. I was born in the Philippines. And then 1.7 is your national identity number. Sa akin, blank lang siya, which is fine. And then 1.8, has the applicants ever used any other names to enter or depart Korea? Ako, no. So, check mark sa no. And then 1.9, is the applicant a citizen of more than one country? Ako, no din. So, check mark on no. And then for number 2, details of visa application. So, 2.1, yung period of stay mo. So, is it a short-term stay or a long-term stay? So, since we're only there for tourism, it's gonna be a short-term stay. So, please put a check mark beside short-term stay less than 90 days. Okay? And then 2.2, status of stay, which is tourists. So, put there tourist. And then, next page now. For number 3, passport information. So, I assume na you already have your passport before you get a visa. Of course, meron na kayong passport dapat. So, passport type is regular. And then 3.2, your passport number. 3.3, your country of passport. So, for me, it's Philippines. 3.4, saan ba siya na-issue? So, saang DFA branch ba siya na-issue? And then 3.5, date of issue. Everything is on your passport. You can just check it there. And then 3.6, date of expiry. And then 3.7, does the applicants have any other valid passports? Ako, just one passport, so no. And then, that's it. Okay. So next is number 4, contact information. So 4.1, your home country address. And then 4.2, current residential address. So if it's the same, no need to, write it down again. And then 4.3, your cell phone number or telephone number. So I wrote down both, yung sa akin. And then 4.4, your email address. 4.5, your emergency contact information. So, sino ba yung emergency contact? So, put the info there. Number 5 is marital status and family details. So, 5.1, current marital status. So, are you married, divorced, or single? So, ako single. Check mark sa single. 5.2 is personal information of the applicant. If may spouse ka ba, if married, so put the details there. And then, let's move on to number 6, education. For 6.1, what is the highest degree or level of education that the applicant has completed? So, sa akin, just bachelor's degree. So, check there. 6.2, name of school. And then 6.3, location of your school. Saang city ba siya? Okay. Next is number 7, employment. So, your current personal circumstances. Okay. So, you have here the options: entrepreneur, civil servant, unemployed, self-employed, student, other, employed, or retired. Ako, employed, so I put a check mark on employed. If you're a student, put a check mark sa student. For 7.2, employment details. So, letter A, your name of company or name of school. So, write it there. Letter B, your position or course. And then letter C, the address of your company or school. Letter D, telephone number of your company or your school. So, ayan. Diba? So far, it's very easy to fill up the application form. Okay, next. Number 8, details of visit. Ito tayong parang feeling ko you have to really think about it. And I'm gonna give tips on how to increase your chances na ma-approve for your visa application through the details of visit, okay? So, 8.1 is your purpose of visit to Korea. So, tourism, of course, for us. So, put a check mark sa tourism. 8.2 is your intended period of stay. So, the commonly advised or recommendation from other applicants na na-approve is to put short-term stay lang talaga. Like, for example, like 4 days lang or 5 days, like a quick trip to Korea. Kasi once you buy a ticket going to Korea, depende sa'yo yun, no, if how long you will stay. But your declared number of days should be just short, okay? So, 4 or 5 days, ganyan. Also, I have to mention, hindi required yung airplane tickets or itinerary when you submit the requirements for the visa. So, hindi siya hanapin ng embassy. So, no need to include that. You can just write here sa declared mo yung short days na you're gonna stay sa Korea. Okay, so 8.3 is your intended date of entry. Lagay mo lang dyan, kailangan ko ng Korea. 8.4 is yung address sa Korea. If wala ka pang hotel, just find a prospective hotel and then write down the address of the hotel there. 8.5, yung contact number ng hotel na yun. And then 8.6 is, has the applicant traveled to Korea in the last 5 years? Ako, I've been to Korea once and twice na. So, I'm gonna write it down here. So, purpose of visit. So, lagay mo dyan. Ako, nilagay ko vacation with family yung una. And as well as the second one, also with my mom. And then, the period of stay. So, put it there. Gano'n kayo katagal nag-stay sa Korea in the past? So, also, just a quick note then, you have to bear in mind, no, na I think, theoretically, there's a higher chance to get approved if you've been to Korea before. So, for me, I think it's less of a hassle na mag-reapply for another visa because I've been to Korea twice before. So, I think you have a higher chance if you've been to Korea before. But for those who are first time going to Korea, okay lang yan, okay? I saw a lot of people na who got also approved naman. So, fighting lang tayo ng fighting, okay? Number 8.7, has the applicant traveled outside his or her country of residence excluding Korea in the last 5 years? Ako, I've been to Japan, Hong Kong, Singapore, so I wrote those down here. So if you've been to other countries as well, so important to put it there because ito yung parang proof mo na umuuwi ka. Kasi yun ang hinahanap ng mga embassy. They want that you will be going home to your home country from Korea. So, alam mo yun, they don't want yung mga TNT, yung mga tago ng tago. Baka kasi pagpunta mo doon, magtago ka na, di ka na umuwi sa Pilipinas. So, they just need a very strong proof na you will go back to the Philippines. Okay? And I think one of the best proof is yung past mo na trips. So if you've been to different countries, put it here. 8.8. Does the applicant have any family members staying in Korea? Ako wala. As of now. Wow. So wala. And then 8.9. Is the applicant traveling to Korea with any family members? Ako with my mom recently. So I wrote down her name, birthday, nationality, and my relationship to the applicant. Number 9. Details of invitation. So I don't have any invitation from a Korean sa Korea, so I left it blank. Number 10, funding details. 10.1, estimated travel costs in US dollars. I think ito yung pinaka-vital sa lahat din na talagang chinecheck ng embassy because based from my experience and sa experience ng ibang tao na na-approve yung kanilang visa application is you really need to put a big amount of money here as compared yung talagang saktong pera or very small budget lang. Because the embassy will really look into it. If masyado maliit ang budget mo for the length of your stay, malaki yung chance na hindi ka ma-approve. Kasi they will think na, baka kulangin ka ng pera pag nandun ka na, di ka makauwi. You know? So, for example, for me ang magandang daily budget, I think yung ideal is nasa around $200 per day. So, if I'm staying in Korea for like 5 days, I think the best estimated travel cost to put here is $1,000 for 5 days yon. So if you're going there for 10 days, then just double it, so mga $2,000 US dollars. So I think that's the most ideal na iisipin ng nasa embassy is, okay, mabubuhay ito sa Korea. And also, I think you also have to support this one with your bank certificate or your bank statement. So, kailangan meron kang show money na, okay, I really do have this budget. I can really provide this one. So, I think you have a better fighting chance if you can provide a supporting document for the budget of the funding. Number 10.2, who will pay for the applicant's travel-related expenses? So if you have a sponsor, just write it down here. But if not, then, like me, it's a self-funded trip yung sa akin, so I just left it blank. Number 11, assistance with this form. So meron bang nag-help sa'yo na mag-fill up ng form? Is it me? Joke lang. Don't put my name, ha? Kung meron na talaga nagsulat for you sa application form, okay? So, write down the details of that person as well here. And then lastly is number 12, declaration. So, you agree na all of the information that you put sa form are true. So, write your name and then put your signature. And then, you're done with the application form. Good job! So here are the next requirements apart from the application form. These are very important, okay? So next one is 1 piece of passport size colored picture. So number 3, original passport. Number 4, photocopy of your passport bio page. So yun yung page 2 of your passport, okay? So number 5, original and photocopy of valid visas and arrival stamps to OECD member countries for the past 5 years, if applicable. Sa akin kasi wala akong ganito, so no need for that. Okay, so pass tayo dyan. Next requirement is original certificate of employment, yung COE. So here, it must include yung applicant's position, yung position mo sa company, date hired, and then your compensation, office address, and then the HR landline number, so yung number ng company mo. And also the HR email address. Next is original personal bank certificate. So you have to go to your bank, ask for a bank certificate, and also ask for a bank statement for the last 3 months. So yun. So you have to go to your bank and ask for those two. Alright? And also, just a theory, I think mas maganda if you have, as much money as you can have sa bank account mo. Kasi I think it's gonna be their basis na, okay, so kaya mong sustento yung sarili mong stay sa Korea. So I can see you have this amount of money sa banko mo. So that's good. So we're gonna approve you. Feeling ko lang ganun siya. So I guess just try to have as much as money as you can have sa iyong bank account for show money. And then number 9 is the photocopy of your ITR or Form 2316. So if you're an employee, I'm sure you have this one na, so just photocopy it. But for me, or my fellow vloggers and freelancers na walang ITR, this is what I did, okay? For freelancers, just write a cover letter explaining in detail your trip to Korea. Ano bang intention mo? Bakit mo gustong bumisita ng Korea? Okay? It's like you have to convince them. But make it sound professional pa rin, ha? Alright? And then also, explain why don't you have an ITR. So ako sabi ko nga, kasi nga, it's an online job, I'm a freelancer, na based sa Australia yung company ko, ganyan-ganyan, so I don't have an ITR. And also, if you're a vlogger like me, this is also nice. Print screenshots of your YouTube channel or any platform that you have, that you use, so perhaps TikTok or whatever, Instagram perhaps. Basta, just print screenshots of your vlogs and then include those sa iyong requirements so they can see na, oh, vlogger para to. So, maganda, i-vlog siguro niya yung Korea trip niya, diba? So, I mean, that worked for me, so it might also work for you. Okay? Next is a copy of PRC card or IBP card. I don't know what those are. Wala ako nun, so pass ako dyan. Wala tayo nan. And lastly, we have here the visa fee. Now, we have here yung gratis, which is yung 59 days or below na stay sa Korea. So, if you're going there for just less than 2 months, then no need to pay anything. It's for free. The visa is for free, okay? But if you're staying in Korea for more than 60 days up to 90 days, doon lang may bayad na, which is 2,000 pesos. Now, if na-invite ka ng Korean, I think these are good additional requirements to submit. The invitation letter and the photocopy of the inviter's passport or identification card. If company naman ang invite sa'yo sa Korea, also include the invitation letter and then the photocopy of the Korean company business permit. Now, you're a hakseng, isa kang student. Here are the requirements for the students. Number 1, application form. So I already told you guys how to fill it up. So please just look back, rewind if you missed something. Just rewatch that part sa application form. And then, actually, almost same rin sa employed yung mga requirements. So, we have here yung passport size na picture na dapat colored, of course. And then, your original passport, the photocopy of your passport bio page, page 2, the original photocopy of valid visas and arrival stamps to OECD if applicable. Sa akin hindi, or baka sa'yo hindi rin. And then, ito yung naiba lang. The school certificate, so it must be original. Alright? And then next is the copy of your school ID. Number 8 is original PSA or your birth certificate. And then number 9 is the parents' documents. So, kailangan, you need to ask help from your parents. You need these things to apply for the visa. So if your parents are employed, you need the employment certificate original of your parents, the HR email address, the photocopy of ITR or Form 2316 ng iyong parents, okay? And then if self-employed, business registration from SEC or DTI, business permit or mayor's permit, photocopy of ITR or Form 2316. And then they also need yung original bank certificate ng parents mo. And also the bank statement. So, sa employed is parang required to sa amin na kami mag-provide. Now, for students naman, You just have to ask your parents for this. And then also, the original PSA marriage certificate of your parents. Yun, okay? And then lastly, yung visa fee, it's for free if below 59 days. So please take note, once you submit all of the requirements on the date of your appointment, hindi siya yung agad-agad alam mo na yung resulta, okay? So it takes 5 working days before you find out if you got approved or denied. But hopefully, approved tayong lahat, manifesting for everybody, okay? And also, please take note that all of the things I said here, all of the tips, doesn't guarantee you na approved ka talaga. Like, it still depends sa Korean Embassy, sa consul na mag-check na requirements mo. It depends pa rin sa kanila, okay? But I think you have a higher chance of getting approved if you follow all of my tips and follow all of my instructions on how to prepare all of the requirements for your Korean visa application. Kasi all of these things that I did are what worked for me na makakuha ng visa no November last year. So this worked for me. So I hope it also works for you. So that's how you get a Korean visa. I hope you get one. I hope to see you in Korea. I will be back to Korea sa March. So I will be getting another visa application and hopefully I won't get denied kasi pang 3rd time ko na siya. So baka naman, no? Baka medyo stable na ako. Tsaka sana mag-grant ako ng multiple entry visa because there's actually 2 kinds of visa. Merong single entry visa, merong multiple entry visa. Ang single entry visa is only good for 90 days. So for 3 months lang siya. So for example, na-approve ka na, you got this single entry visa. If you're about to buy tickets going to Korea, you need to go to Korea within the 90 days starting nung nabigyan ka ng visa. Okay? In between, you also have to go home before mag-end yung visa mo, okay? Baka maiwan ka sa Korea, nag-expire na visa mo. Patay tayo dyan, okay? And then also, if you're very lucky, you're very blessed to get the multiple entry visa, 5 years valid siya. So you can go to Korea within 5 years ng pabalik-balik. No need to reapply for the visa. So sana, manifesting for myself na that's the one that I get sa next application ko. But we'll see, okay? We will see. So yeah, that's it for this video. For the next videos, I have more to share. Next video will be my tips in traveling to Korea. So, paano ba ako nabuhay sa Korea? What did I do? Ano ba yung mga essentials, mga ganyan? And the last video for this series is the what Korean words you need to learn when you arrive sa Korea. Ano ba yung mga Korean words na kailangan mo matutunan so that when you talk to other strangers, to other Koreans, it will be easier for you to explore the wonders of Korea. Okay? So again, I hope you get that visa and I'll see you soon. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do click the subscribe button down below and also hit the notification bell for all of my videos and also give this video a like and comment down below what you guys want to see on my next video. Okay? Thanks again and bye, Family. Annyeong!